guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's topic, obviously as you can tell from the title, we will be discussing a phrase that really just grinds my gears. I wanted this to be one of the first things I mentioned in my body positive series here on my channel. I felt like this is the most popular thing that people will say towards anyone plus size or curvy. I knew when I was starting this channel, this was gonna be one of the first things that I wanted to do, because I was instantly like, we need to discuss this topic because I am so sick of this phrase being used. Obviously, we will get into all of that on this video. And before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram. I'm at the Gianna Schiller, as well as on my TikTok, I'm at the Gianna Schiller. So please check out all my other stuff on there as well. And another thing before we get into the video, I do want to ask you right now, if you could please leave comments below, or please hit me up on my Instagram. Just leave me some questions you might have about the body positive movement. I know a lot of people hear, body positive, what does that mean? People have a lot of questions about it just because it's so broad. There's so many things that we could delve into. And I just want to know your first questions off the bat of, what does that really mean to be part of the body positive community? So yeah, please leave them down below in the comments, like I said, or you can also hit me up on my Instagram, my TikTok even, but just leave me your questions and comments down there as well. You could also write like little assumptions you might have about the body positive movement. Really, you could say anything, and if you are curious about it, please just let me know because I will be doing a video on it. So first I want to get to why I'm doing the topic of promoting obesity. And why is it popular to use in comments as far as people's bodies, about people's photos, videos, songs even. Looking at you, Lizzo, you get this phrase constantly when talking about promoting body love, self-acceptance, you name it, people have probably said this phrase. The reason that I wanted to pick it is because, one, it is the #1 phrase that people use. Two, people think they can get away with asking this or stating this question because they think it's showing that they have concern for someone's health. And I just want to squash any reason that you have to believe that you think that this phrase is okay. But first, let's just answer the question. Am I promoting obesity by being a curvy woman, promoting my curves, or loving myself? And the short answer is no. 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 I am not promoting obesity by being myself or being a curvy woman or promoting self-love, self-acceptance, or any of the above. And let me first explain why this phrase is, #1, problematic, and #2, why it's rooted in fat phobia. Because when you state things like you're promoting obesity by being you, or being part of the body positive community, you're doing more harm than good, and you think that by saying you're promoting obesity that you're helping in some way or trying to detract people from seeing ourselves and seeing the love that we have for our bodies, assuming horrible things about their body or their health. None of it is good, all problematic. But I shouldn't even be having to say why it's problematic, but you get the gist. And also, it is rooted in fat phobia, this statement. And I'll tell you why. The reason it's so directed at fat bodies and fat people is because you wouldn't say this to a skinny person. I have never seen on any modeling shots, skinny celebrities post that by a person being their size and being who they are and being comfortable in their skin, I have never seen the phrase, you're promoting anorexia, bulimia, lack of eating. I never see a post like that. Maybe there is one out there somewhere, but the chances of it happening over the whole promoting obesity statement is next to nothing in comparison. And it's because why would you look at a skinny person and say, oh, you're promoting anorexia if they love themselves? No, that's just absolutely stupid. It's not to say though that skinny people don't deserve body positivity. Skinny people need body positivity too, but there's also thin privilege and fat phobia that curvy people have to combat. And because of this, we get this phrase way more frequently than any person that may be skinny. People see a person loving themselves for being curvy, loving their dimples or cellulite, and people want to say the phrase, you're promoting obesity because I don't want to see your disgusting body or you're being unhealthy. Or it's just that fat bodies make them uncomfortable and they just don't want to say that. As if someone truly believes that just by looking at a curvy body that they're going to be like, I want to be obese. Or they're gonna see them and be like, I want to be unhealthy, as if being fat equates to being unhealthy. No, but we'll get into that. First and foremost, you should also know that I do a lot of body positive posts on Instagram. I do a lot of self-love posts showing my body, showing my curves. Fortunately, I've never had anything in the comments where people have said that I'm promoting obesity. I have had the comment made to me in person before. So I just wanted you to have a quick understanding of what it means when I say that I promote body positivity, because that's very different. Displaying my body and loving it for what it is not me promoting people for being unhealthy, because what that actually says is you're assuming because of my body type and my size that I am unhealthy. It just goes to prove that you don't really know what healthy looks like. It is also first and foremost not your place to assume someone's health. That's my biggest thing through this whole thing. I keep going back to the Lizzo reference because one of the biggest things that I've seen in this time period in this generation is Lizzo promoting self-love and body positivity, and she gets the most crap out of anyone out there about her body. A skinny person could be promoting self-love and everyone's like, yes mama, we love that you love your body, yay. And if Lizzo decides to do it, it's he's promoting obesity. So I guess body love is only important when it's a skinny person. And using that example, you don't know Lizzo's health. You don't know that Lizzo works out to do shows 2 hours long where she's dancing and singing at the same time, which as a musical theater actor is very hard. And I bet a lot of people could not do that, which isn't just about loving your body, but also loving every other factor of yourself. And loving yourself goes beyond your body. It also goes beyond your mind and what you can give to others as far as love and the way you see things, your creativity, your goals, your passions. That's also loving yourself. Long story short, you don't know what health looks like, and don't talk about it. Yeah, I'm my own soulmate. No, I'm gonna love me. If you don't know that song, you need to go listen to it right now. I also want to talk about the irony of people always asking if you're promoting obesity by promoting your body. They also say you're promoting obesity by wanting a broader size range, which is also just not true. The irony of that is when I think to the time when Nike released that plus size mannequin in New York City. Knows what I'm talking about? Anyway, it was a big deal. There was a plus size mannequin, a girl who roughly kind of my size, who was wearing a sports bra and leggings, and people made a big stink about it because they would say that plus size people would never actually wear these clothings, wouldn't actually go to work out, that they don't deserve to have that kind of workout clothing because they're not going to do anything about it anyway. Or for Nike to have things in that size is basically saying that people should be promoting obesity or allowing themselves to get to that state. Please! It's so ironic because at one end, you expect fat people, curvy people to exercise and get healthy. The other end, you don't want them to have clothes that fit so they can do so, and you don't want to show that there is multiple bodies of people working out and that working out and exercising is only for skinny people. What? I can't even begin to describe why it's wrong. Thankfully, Nike stuck their ground through all of that and they weren't having any of it. Respect. Plus size people are allowed to work out, not work out. Plus size people are allowed to want workout clothing that's going to fit them and be comfortable, so they are comfortable to work out and want to feel cute in their exercise gear. You should want all of that. Health can be at any size and unhealthy can be at any size, okay? But again, it's not your business. Health is both physical and mental. What is being the right kind of healthy? One, it means don't be a jack and tell people how they're supposed to live their life or what they look like is bad. Having a good relationship with food, intuitive eating, eating when you're hungry, stopping when you're full, drinking water, eating foods that are going to make you feel good after. Also not beating yourself up for when you do eat unhealthy. It also means having a good relationship with exercise. And what I mean by that, you want to have a desire to exercise because of the endorphins and because of the strength that it gives you and the stamina that it gives you. It should not be whether or not you're appearing skinnier to other people. It also means a good mental health. You could be thin, exercise, do all of the right things, but you could maybe not be in the best mental state. Just like I could be plus size and I could be mentally well person there is versus a person who's skinny who maybe isn't mentally well because they're going through something. Like good mental health goes hand in hand when it comes to being healthy as well. Also, what else means good health is minding your own business. Bodies are not up for discussion as far as other people's. My body is not up for discussion. I can promote and be happy with my body and also exercise and also want to eat right. If I also want to eat an ice cream cone, that's my prerogative and I want to treat myself. Just like your body is not up for discussion, because our bodies are the ones that are given to us. Our bodies are personal. Our body journey is personal. On top of all of this, you just don't know what someone is going through. Let's say you're getting on a person because of their weight. Let's use me as an example because it's the easiest one I can think of. Let's say I wasn't as confident and happy with my body as I am. Let's say you start attacking my body and you're saying that I'm promoting obesity by just being myself. And what if I mentally don't have a good relationship with my body? Spirals and becomes a snowball effect. I could go and develop an eating disorder, not eat again because someone on the internet said that I'm promoting obesity and had a negative connotation with it. You know now why it's wrong. You know why it's rooted in fat phobia and why you should just never say that phrase. But like I said, health does not have a size. Stop worrying about other people's health and let people live their best selves. Okay? People are also allowed to love their bodies at any weight because we are human beings. We are fully worthy of being loved, to find ourselves hot. And it's because to fully love yourself and commit to yourself is being healthy. No one should hate themselves because of outside opinions. It's gonna happen, unfortunately. It's gonna continue to keep happening even after I upload this video. But I think the more you inform yourself and the more that you educate yourself on this kind of topic makes you realize how to break down your own internalized fat phobia. Why do you feel the need to comment on people's bodies? And maybe look at yourself a little more closely. And just remember, if you've gotten any of these type of comments from anyone or anyone talking to you about your body poorly, just know it's all rooted in their own self-esteem. I have never gotten a mean comment from someone that wasn't rooted in their own insecurities. Anytime that I've had someone judge my body, point out my body's use, or point out what's wrong with my body, or point out what they want to change about my body, it's always been rooted in the fact that they want to change something about theirs and they don't feel good about their own selves. I have never met a happy person, a happy and fulfilling friendship, relationship with someone, and had them make a comment about my body. It's just never happened. They're just insecure, but that doesn't mean that you have to be. You can love yourself and you can accept yourself, and they can continue on being unhappy, being unhealthy, and not living their best life, and you can. So that was all I had for this topic today. Those are just kind of the main points I wanted to brush over with this kind of statement. I would love to get into things like thin privilege and more internalized fat phobia. Fat phobia is like a whole topic in itself. And like I said, I want to see your questions regarding the body positivity community. So like I said, drop those down in the comments below. Thank you so much for letting me get that off my chest. I hope you learned something from it and feel a little more informed from this topic. Don't forget that beauty is beyond size. I love you guys, and I will see you next time for my body positive series. Okay, bye! Hey Siri, play Lizzo.
I didn't find Lizzo on Apple Music.
We're just gonna have to change that, won't we? Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. If he don't love you anymore, then walk your fine ass out the door. Okay, I'm done.